Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea. I am so excited to be back with you today. We have gone through the coaching overview. If you remember, we talked a little bit about what coaching is and what coaching is not in our first installment. In our second installment, I talked to you about really the positioning of the heart posture of a coach. I also shared with you that it was very important that coaches help individuals to become the best version of themselves. Because when I'm operating at my best, when the individuals that you're working with are operating at their best, this means that they're operating from a space of being prosperous in the plans that give them a hope and a future. I talked also about what coaches are, right? What are coaches built of? Well, coaches are built of compassion. They are compassionate individuals who care about the progress of the people. I shared with you that if you don't like people, come on, let's tell the truth. If you don't like people, then coaching is not for you. That we should always present ourselves as likable. I shared with you that coaching are good listeners. They're also non-judgmental, and they do not judge because they don't want individuals to draw back. And my favorite here, coaches are progress facilitators. Listen, we're looking for results. We have a desire to see our coachee be very prosperous. So now in our third installment, we're going to focus on what coaches do and what causes people to want to be coached. Before I go into that, I want to share with you the reasons why I became a coach. I remember working 14 years in higher education, and I worked in different leadership capacities at Purdue University. And inside of that, I kept feeling, I had this feeling and this urge that I could do more, than what I was doing. Now, listen, I was doing well at the university. I was being called up on to sit on university-wide task force. I was called to run committees. I was always tapped for promotion, but I still felt this space of wanting to do more, being able to make a bigger impact. And so guess what I did? I left the university. I told my supervisor that I wanted to make impact, and she said, "How are you going to live?" So that made me very fearful. As a matter of fact, I did not share with my parents until 30 days later because I knew, and I was fully grown, that my parents were going to march me back to their university to get your job back, okay? So I knew that I could do more, and I just took a risk. You know, sometimes in life, you must take a risk. Being a champion is indeed risky business. So I took a risk. I left a secure job where I was making impact to move into a consulting and coaching business. Inside of that, I had to think about rebranding myself because everything that individuals had known about me, they knew that I was a track and field athlete, and they knew that I was a university employee of 14 years. And so when I left the university to start my consulting company, I had to rebrand myself. And what did I do? I called my favorite university professor, and he was my leadership professor, and I asked him, "Do you think I can do it?" And he said, "Toy, if anybody can do it, you can indeed do this." So I went on this journey to find out what was trending in leadership. And while I was searching on YouTube, I came across John C. Maxwell. And so I dug into his videos. I watched several videos and I kept saying there has to be more. There has to be more. And what I found was a coaching certification program that his company provided. And so I took money out of my retirement. Yes, I did. Remember, worked 14 years at the university. I was vested. I took money out of my retirement and I invested into that program. And as they say, it's history, right? So that is how I became a coach, how I got into coaching. Number one is by taking a huge risk. And I'm so excited that I took a risk because now I am thriving for success. So let me get into this content. What do coaches do? What do coaches do? You all ask individuals, what do you do? Well, coaches, they look for the potential in every person. As a coach, what I teach my coaches is that everyone is capable and resourceful. So in a nutshell, they have the answer on the inside of them. And I want you to think about this from a business perspective, a ministry perspective, even in terms of your spouse if you're married and any offsprings that you may have. They have the answer on the inside of them. So coaches also actively listen. They affirm and address potential. We also pay full attention to the coachees. So we're not multitasking. We are in the moment with our coaches. How many times have you been in a meeting and your phone rings or lights up and you pause the meeting to check? That is not what we do as coaches. Coaches are always in the moment. We're actively listening. We also partner with our coachees to speak to their future. I love it. We speak to the future, even stretch them out to things that they would not even believe that they can do. Coaches speak to the future of an individual. We also partner with our coaches to develop strategies for the future win. I shared with you all earlier that I was a track and field athlete and I was a winner. So why wouldn't I work with my individuals to help them to also have future wins? Additionally, coaches partner to create champions. I love that. We also listen for three things: limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences, because those are the things that we have to extract so that their potential can be amplified. We challenge views and we also help the coachee to see a more realistic view. So this is why we have to challenge your thinking. This is why we have to challenge your behavior. This is why we have to challenge your character, because we want to move you to a more realistic view. Coaches also help individuals to imagine the world through different lenses. We all know that our formative years have shaped us in some form, way, or fashion. And sometimes those experiences, especially if those experiences were very difficult, we see the world through a distorted lens. So your coach comes in, helps you to be a champion and imagine the world differently. One author put it this way. He said, coaches build a bridge to a better future. And I totally agree with that. So now I want to move into what actually causes individuals to seek coaching. Generally, individuals seek coaching to problem solve, to develop and achieve goals, and to improve performance. Those are your big three in coaching. If you will think about the people that you're working with, I know for sure that some issue that they've brought to your attention falls in this space: problem solving, developing and achieving goals, and improving performance. Columbia Business School completed a survey of 10,000 individuals, and they asked those individuals what causes them to want to be coached. 30% of the respondents said that they needed help with life, purpose, vision, creativity, and integrity. So that number boils down to 3,000 individuals. And I bring the numbers to the table because some people think coaching is oversaturated. We have 7 billion individuals in this world. Coaching is not oversaturated. 30%, 3,000 people said they need help with their purpose, their life, their vision, and creativity. 17% of the respondents, or 1,700 people, said that they needed help with entrepreneurial activities, team sales, cross-cultural diversity. 16%, or 1,600 people, said that they needed help with, listen to this, leadership and management needs. 8%, 800 people, said they need help and assistance with creating better relationships. Another 8% of the 10,000 individuals that responded said that they wanted help with leadership effectiveness. So coaching is not oversaturated. This is the perfect time to become a coach, whether you are certified or becoming a coach in your leadership capacity as you're working with individuals. So I'm excited that I had another opportunity to join you. Just to remind you, we talked a little bit about what coaches do. We said they look for the potential in every person. We also said that they actively listen, they problem solve, develop and achieve goals, and improve performances. And then I shared with you that coaching is not oversaturated and people want coaching because they need help. I've enjoyed my time with you. I look forward to seeing you in the 4th installment of the Coaching Overview. Welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom community can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. This is accomplished through extracting limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences. I am so excited for the opportunity to be on Dominion TV with the powerful Dr. Dutton and Pastor Lynette Dutton. Make sure you download the app for Dominion TV, as well as catch this broadcast every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I want you to share it with your community, your clients, and your customers. Hey everybody, I want to invite you to a phenomenal virtual opportunity. My colleagues and I are hosting the Champion Coach Conference. This conference will take place on Saturday, June 27th, and it is virtual. I want you to check the link below.